2023 has been a crazy year for truck buyers. Truck prices are the highest they've been in all of history. Sales of overpriced trucks has totally collapsed. And starting in 2024, despite tanking sales numbers, CEOs of Ford, GM, and Ram are raising truck prices even higher. Over the past year, I've been to dealerships all over the country and seen firsthand how crazy these truck prices are. This F-150 is $135,850. This black Ram truck behind me is $103,280. This Chevy truck is $90,000. In my last video, I talked about how the truck market has just collapsed, and in my opinion, these high prices were a huge cause of this disaster. So in this video, I'm going to show you some of the most expensive trucks that I've seen in 2023 in all of my time exploring these dealerships. And at the end of this video, I want to know, do you think any of these trucks I'm about to show you are actually worth it? Or are these companies completely out of their minds? Let's start with one of the craziest trucks that I've seen all year, and it was in Moab, Utah. So I'm out here at a Ford dealership in Moab, Utah, and even though it's a small dealership, they have a pretty unique selection and some things that I actually haven't seen before at any of the other Ford dealerships that we've been to. And this really crazy beast right here, the Shelby F-250 Super Baja. It has this insane gigantic Shelby bumper, light bar, crazy hood with the ventilation on it, which is, I mean, it looks awesome. 37-inch mud terrains, Fox factory race series, Baja rack, spare tire in the back, another light bar on top. But here's where this thing gets crazy. Like, the F-250 is already pretty expensive. So this is a 2022 F-250 4x4 crew cab, MSRP of $85,730. So that's already kind of getting up there. And this is where it gets a little crazy. If you notice on the sticker, this is a 2022 model, which means it's probably been sitting here for at least a year not selling. And here's probably why. Obviously, because the market is crazy. People are saving their money. I don't know if you can read this or not, but then Shelby adds all of this stuff on it for a total MSRP of $141,430. I don't know anyone who's spending $141,000 on just like a play truck right now. And that's why this is a 2022. It's been sitting here for a long time. And that's not the only super crazy expensive truck here. They also have another Shelby F-150 right here. And I thought the markup shenanigans was done. I thought wrong. Obviously, you've probably seen these Shelbys by now. I don't need to go into detail. It's 775 horsepower. Gobs of torque. This is also a 2022 for $139,900 asking price, but they're asking an ADM market adjustment of $7,400. But that brings us to a whopping $139,000. And like I said, I thought the ADM markup stuff was like a done deal, over quit. But this is a 2022, and it's clearly been sitting for probably at least a year, not selling. And they're still asking a markup. Now, I can't talk to anybody yet because I'm here like 30 minutes or so before they open, but that's just crazy that some dealers are still asking markups. And I know it's a special version, but if the truck has been sitting for a long time, just sell it at MSRP. It's not a big deal. This black Ram truck behind me is $103,280. It's not even a Ram TRX. And guess what? They have more than one of them. They have a second one right here in basically an entire sea of Ram trucks that have been here at this dealership for quite a long time. But what about this 2500 heavy duty, also with the turbo diesel? Are they just as crazy? Let's find out. The window sticker is in the dash, $103,745. And that's a 2023 model year. This blue one's even more expensive, $104,665. I'm trying to find a cheaper heavy duty truck, but man, they're making it pretty difficult here. I think this one might be the one. 2500 heavy duty, no diesel, $62,060. This is a 2024 model year Bighorn crew cab. Starts at $58,000 base price, but no leather seats and the tiny screen. So you can see how quickly you realize why Ram is the slowest selling truck of the past couple years. This Chevy truck is $90,000. It's also more like heavy duty HD truck. It's a high country 3500 HD with a massive front end and a Duramax diesel with Allison transmission. And the MSRP is $89,580. It looks like you can get a couple bucks off. They also have this 2500 HD Bison built and customized by AEV. This includes like an AEV front bumper, custom wheels by AEV, custom rear bumper as well, and a few more off-road goodies that AEV is known for. But how much do they want for this? You're looking at $100,325 for an AEV built ZR2 Duramax diesel 2500 HD pickup truck. But that Multimatic suspension does look pretty dope. My mom is standing in front of this Roush, which is like around 90 grand. There's this, what they call a Black Widow Ford F-150 right here.
It has a Black Widow badge.
It's what?
The Black Widow badge, but there's no...
Yeah, it's got a black...
no price on it.
It's got a Black Widow badge, some shiny black chrome wheels. It is lifted with some decent suspension. It looks like they didn't go crazy with the shock. But there is no price on this one. Oh, there is a price. And so the price of this one is original MSRP of $73,000. The Black Widow package, which is $29,708, just comes with a bunch of like appearance stuff, like a lift kit, wheels, dual exhaust, interior bits, but that brings it to $102,893, which is just nuts. And to be honest, this package being $30,000 basically, you could probably get this look for half the price if you did it on your own and not from a dealer. I found a new Hummer EV, and these things are massively wide, but they do look cool. The only thing I personally don't like is that they're electric. I'd rather have a rumbly bumbly V8 or a diesel in this thing. But here one sits, and they're asking $116,799 for a 2023 model. But I gotta say, these do look really, really cool. And GMC, I guarantee you, if you drop the price, made it less complicated, and just put like a normal V8 or diesel engine in that new Hummer, it would probably sell 10 times more. Well, I found a unicorn, and I'm not even at the Ford dealership. I was on the way to the Ford dealership, but I found 2023 Ford Raptor R with the V8 engine. Got the R badge on it right there. Looks really good. It's got the hood graphic, got the beadlock capable wheels. Obviously, everything pretty much looks mostly the same. Obviously, you've got the badges and the R right here. I don't see any window sticker on it, and it's a used dealership, so they don't really have to put a window sticker on it. And I think the MSRP on these is around 100 to 125. Don't quote me on that, but you won't believe what they want for this Raptor R. It's on Auto Trader for $152,889. That's right, $152,889. And I'm pretty sure that makes it the most expensive truck that I have ever seen here in Boise, Idaho. All right, we're here at Ford, and this 2023 Raptor is $96,000. And you want to know why it's almost 100 grand? Because I thought we were done with this. 2023 Raptor, I don't really need to go through all this stuff because you know already. The MSRP is only $88,965, and for a Raptor, it is what it is. However, it's $96,000 because this one is marked up with an additional dealer markup of $7,500. So I thought we were done with that, but apparently they're still pushing some $100,000 Raptors. And what's crazy, it's not even a Raptor R, like the one that I showed you at that other dealership that was used. This is another 2023 Raptor, and it's actually a little bit less, and I do like this color a lot better. This is also a 2023. I don't know what the big difference is, but it's $84,680 MSRP. But again, this one has a markup as well. A little bit less at just $5,000 additional dealer markup. What a deal. I'm just kidding. But what about the Lightning? Because that's been pretty expensive, and it got more expensive than people thought. And Ford is actually struggling to sell the Lightnings. And once I show you the sticker, you'll see that they are actually trying to get some of these Lightnings sold now. So we got this nice white one. I think white's the best color on a Lightning. This is a 2023, and it is a higher trim level. The MSRP is $74,885. However, this one does have a discount. This one is a discount of $7,500, bringing it down to $67,385. And while that's still expensive, that's a pretty good discount because before I haven't been seeing any discounts. So we got a 2,500 heavy duty back here, and this is where the price gets a little bit insane for a truck. Got a 2,500 heavy duty Cummins turbo diesel Ram, big old 4-door, a little bit bigger on the cab. 2023 limited night mega cab 4x4, base price of $77,000. You got a ton of options here These equipment groups get pretty expensive at $69.30. The Cummins is almost 10 grand, plus the destination charge, bringing this up to $103,280. I honestly did not expect to see a $100,000 diesel truck from Dodge. Like, that just blows my mind. But here we are. We got a Rubicon 392 in a very beautiful black color. I love the gold accents on it. This one does have the 33s, and it looks like they have a market-based price of $78,995. And honestly, that's right around what the MSRP is. I think MSRP on these was running around like 78 to 80 grand on the non-extreme recon packages. But over here, that one's $78,985. But over here, this one does have the Extreme Recon package, which honestly, if you're gonna pony up 80, 90 grand for this, just spend like 5 grand more to get the Recon package. Because on the Recon, you get 35-inch tires, you get these nice flares that go all the way across the body, on the front and the back, and the 35s just look so dang good. Honestly, this is really the one that I want. I want the 392 with the Extreme Recon, but the budget just doesn't fit it right now. But dang, does that look super good. I mean, look at that scoop. All right, I found a big row of used trucks, and they had a couple of Fords here. They got a Raptor over there. They got some Tundra, TRD Pros, and other whatnot over here. So let's take a look at this TRD Pro. It is used, but I'm not sure how much mileage it has. It does have some aftermarket fuel wheels with some brand new 35-inch tires. Looks like it's got all the nice TRD Pro leather seats and fancy trim. And I bet it's kind of stupid expensive. $85,995 market-based price. All right, I found something that I don't see too many of, but there's some that lurk around here and there, and most of them are used. Got a pretty sick Ram TRX here. Obviously, we know this is going to be expensive. New open country tires. Looks really good in white. 6.2 liter supercharged. Here's where it makes me take a crap in my pants. $92,995 market-based price. As you can see, even on a little bit on the used market, trucks are just sitting. These are all different kind of brands, and man, they are just super packed. So it looks like this one just came into the dealership, but it is brand new, and it says for retail sale right here on the sticker. I don't know if you can see this or not, but it's a 2023 Badlands with the EcoBoost 2.7 liter and the auto transmission. And I mean, these are still really expensive, and this is one of the higher trim levels that you can get, like just below the Raptor and the Everglades. But the MSRP of this one is $65,915. But here's where I just saw the markup. It's right here in the window of $3,000, making it $68,915. But what I want to check is this whole row of new F-150s and see what those little orange and white window stickers say. So it's a 2023 EcoBoost trimmer package. Total MSRP of $73,315. And then we check this little front sticker. So the MSRP of $73 right here, there is a discount of $27.50, bringing it down to $70,565. And it is nice to see some discounts happening on these trucks, especially the higher price ones like the trimmers and platinums and stuff like that. But let's see what my mom thinks of these prices. What do you think?
You really want to know?
Yes.
I think they're outrageous. How many people can actually afford these trucks? They're working man vehicles. The construction worker, the, concrete man, or the builder. I mean, who can afford this?
And she's right. These are just ridiculously expensive, and they're basically just luxury vehicles at this point that probably won't even be seen at a job site. But I think you get the point with Ford. We've been through this before. So what I want to do next is my mom and I are going to go check out Ram and Toyota to see if they have better discounts than Ford does on their full-size trucks. All right, we made it here to Toyota, and as you can see, they got a couple of new Tundras. We got a little row of Tacomas right here. And over here on that row straight behind me, there's something really interesting, but we'll get to that in just a second. First, I want to check the prices of this new Tundra and see what they're charging for these Tacomas. So let's take a look at this really quick before we go to that back row. It's a 2023 Platinum Crew Max, and it looks like the MSRP is $69,959. And it does have the black grille instead of the chrome, which I do really prefer the black over the chrome. It just looks a lot cleaner. And then over here on this Tundra TRD 4x4, not a TRD Pro, it's just a regular TRD 4x4. I tried to look at it, but the price is not in there, and I thought it did have a window sticker at first, but the funny thing is, someone just put the window sticker upside down, so I can't really see how much the this TRD 4x4 is. So I found a Ram TRX, which is basically the competitor to the Raptor. And let's see how much it is and if there's a markup here at Ram. Obviously, pretty beautiful Ram. We all know how wide it is. We don't have to go into all that. You've seen everything before with the 6.2 liter supercharged Hemi. It's a little dusty though. It is a brand new 2023 with an MSRP of $98,585. And I took a walk around it. I looked in all the windows. I even looked down in the seats for any kind of dealer add-on sticker. And it looks like there is no dealer add-on to this as far as it being visible in the window. But at $98,000, that is really expensive. And this one has been sitting here for a while. I've been to this particular dealership a couple of times over the past 2 months. And that one's been here the whole time. They also have a brand new Ram Rebel here. And so my cousin actually bought one of these used, just a couple years old. And I think he paid like mid-40s for it. Just the MSRP of this Rebel is $69,465. However, they did add a lot of aftermarket parts to this. They've got method wheels, 35-inch tires. They did do like a leveling kit or something on it. It's actually $7,799 worth of aftermarket parts, bringing a $69,000 MSRP vehicle up to around $78,000, $77,000, which for a Ram Rebel is pretty crazy, especially since my cousin got one 2 years old with like 30,000 miles for the mid-40s. So it seems like kind of no matter where I go, the story is the same. I also talked to one of the sales guys here, and he said, you know, things were a little bit slow. They have a ton of inventory. They are making some sales, but obviously this is Toyota, and you really don't see very many Toyotas. We do have a couple of Tacomas here, and some used Tundras sprinkled out. They do have a bunch of more used Toyotas back there. But regardless, you know, truck prices are still pretty high, and I'm not really sure how long it's going to take before we get a little bit of relief from these high prices.